All right, so forgive me. Today I have to wear my Faraday beanie because they are aiming right for my frontal lobe. It was affecting my short-term memory, um, to the point where I was like, what am I doing? Like I would just forget stuff, and it's probably been going bad like that for probably like a week or so. Um, but for the most part, I realized I looked up like ADHD symptoms, and where it would start and originate. And of course, it's my frontal lobe. This is the only place I can't put a piece of armor. Like I could have the shungite and the magnets. I made this in another video. I could have it on my forehead, but then it protects, but then it kind of like dries out my face, and it slowly it dries out my face slowly. But yeah, I've been just wearing my Faraday beanie, but for the video, I'm gonna just take it off because it's it's a lot. I'm gonna take it off and then I'm gonna put it on after the video. Um, but today I want to talk about the negative invasive voice, the one where the one that can actually get you into fights, the one that can actually force you to commit a crime, the one that can um, it can it's silent. I would say that it is literally more powerful. It is actually their most powerful tool because you will think that it is your subconscious, and it's not. It is actually probably I want to say it's like a few people operating this system, but that one I always knew that person was there somewhere in the background. Like I could feel them. I could always feel them. There's always the silent voice, or the one that's talking or typing or something. It's just like a silent voice, and I don't know if it's multiple voices. I don't know if it's one person, but it is, I would say it is the most powerful manipulative tool in their arsenal. They are already in your head. They are already torturing you with the electromagnetic frequencies and microwave radiation and the voice to skull technology. They're already doing it. But then you have this silent voice. This one can put the thoughts in your head to steal, to rape, to murder, to agree to something that you don't even want to agree to because you can't hear it, and it seems like such a familiar voice until you learn to master your own thought process and understand your mind and where your thoughts originate. That's when you could differentiate between the two. So all like I want to say for the past 3 days I've been like I always knew that this person was here ever since I discovered that I was a targeted individual in the voice to skull technology. Excuse my French. I don't like doing something like that. Something simple. That's a Freemason symbol. You know what I mean? Something as simple as that. For an example, um, I would never sit there and do that on purpose, but that's a perfect example. Like I would never sit that's like I don't know what symbol that is. I just know it belongs to that cult. Anyway, that's a perfect example of that silent voice doing the whole control thing. So this is you just have for me. I'm constantly. I'm not second guessing myself because they won't drive me to that point, but I'm double checking my choices in everything I'm doing and everything I'm making, um, everything I'm creating, everything I'm releasing. I'm making sure it's professional. I'm making sure it's informative. But then it's a silent negative voice. You'll hear the V2K. You'll hear them screaming, talking. Those are your active game stalkers, and then you got the physical game stalkers, the ones that you can see, and then you have this silent game stalker, that silent thought process, those thoughts that you don't know if they're your thoughts, and that one is not the most terrifying, but it is the, like I said, it is the most powerful one. Um, I I want people to understand that. Think about how you got 100 people. This silent voice wants 99 or 50 to be murderers and the other 50 to be pedophiles. Okay, that silent voice, along with the rest of the technology, manipulating the nervous system, the MK Ultra, the brainwashing technology, the remote neural monitoring, and the fact that they can see through our eyes, and the fact that they can send electromagnetic frequencies to sit here and brainwash you and force you to do things against your will, and then convince you to do it with that silent voice. And we would think that it was our subconscious, and it's not. It's actually a malevolent person, human, on the other end of your subconscious, invading, sending invasive, malevolent thoughts. This one right here, this one, when I realized that they're not just sending negative thoughts, they actually constructed my personality out of I, I actually I actually constructed my personality and my being, some of it, from these silent thoughts. Like certain phrases that the silent thoughts would say would make me smile, and then I realized I don't feel like smiling right now. I'm actually very upset. But then I realized those weren't my thoughts. And that right there today kind of shook me to my core, to the point where I was like, I have to make this video. I have to let people know this, that silent gang stalker, that silent three-letter organization agent inside of your brain actually exists. And they can create and narrate how you respond to certain situations. And it, like, it just, it's a powerful tool. It is. But a lot of people aren't even aware. They are aware that their mind has been invaded by the active voices, the active gang stalkers, the voices called technology. But that silent one, the silent one, that's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous gang stalker. You can't hear them, but their thoughts can go directly to your subconscious thought process. So it's like they can decide whether you walk this way, walk that way, and you would think it's your decision, and it's not. So you have to be of aware of what you're doing daily. My goal is to just, people have been trying to get into an altercation with me. They've been sending me attitudes. They've been upset with me. They even been upset with me at my job. They've been doing the most. Everybody for the past 2 years, 3 years, 3 decades have been doing the most. But I refuse to get into an altercation with anyone, especially so close to figuring out what's going on, and then obtaining the rest of the information, and obtaining like the technology, and like I feel like I'm on the brink of discovering, boom, how to crack the system, and there's nothing that anyone can actually do about it, you know? So that's it. This video is literally just for that negative invasive voice. It is a powerful tool in their arsenal. Be mindful, be aware. You have your thought process, and you have to double check and make sure that it is your thought process 100%, and the choice is yours. Because they like entertainment, they like negativity, they love drama. So they will sit here and push every single button and use every single weapon in our arsenal. But the silent voice, that's those subconscious choices and decisions, and everything that you feel makes your character. You have to reevaluate those. Because today I had to sit and think, I'm a super serious person. But that there's a goofy part of me there's that a lot of people love, and then I realized I didn't hate that part of me. I just realized that I wasn't. There were times when I didn't feel like being happy, but I something in me was just like, oh, make a lighthearted joke or something. And I'm starting to realize that wasn't me. I'm more like professional. um, I like to articulate. I'm very articulate. I'm very proper. I like to keep things organized, and I'm very like professional. But they don't like that. They don't like personalities like that. Those personalities become targeted individuals very quickly. So I feel like they built in via 3 decades of this silent invasive voice. They created another character inside of me that I was unaware of until today. Well, the past 3 days. So just reevaluate yourself. Who are you? What are you? Where 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 do you see yourself in the future? How can you be different from the person you were in the past? And that's it.